Morning, folks. Great to see you. I'm just back from delivering lots of Meals on Wheels to my mum, who sadly has fallen and fractured her arm, which is no mean feat when you're 83. But she's a trooper, and we will get her through this and get her back on her feet. If nothing else, she'll be very well fed in the meantime. So today we're going to take our 5 minutes and we're going to look at what good are wings without the courage to fly. Okay, let's get started on this. You know, from the Bible to fairy tales, ancient myths to Hollywood blockbusters, our culture is rich with exemplary tales of bravery and self-sacrifice for the greater good. Yet courage is not just physical bravery. History books tell us great tales of the social activists such as Martin Luther King and Nelson Mandela, who literally changed the course of history. And let's not forget the innovators such as Apple and Facebook that have changed our communication and life in so many ways. There are so many different kinds of courage, from physical strength and endurance to mental stamina and innovation, and they're all equally as courageous. Do you have courage, real courage that changes something important either in your own life or in the life of others? Are you someone who takes brave steps outside the mainstream? Someone who goes against the majority? Someone who has the ability to push themselves through no matter the scale of the challenge? Someone who pushes through and acts regardless of the doubting people you will inevitably encounter? I love this quote by Nelson Mandela. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. It takes courage to really look at who we are, to go on that journey of self-discovery and find the courage to follow our hearts and our intuition. When we make up our minds to power through boldly, we find that obstacles that we thought were there start to magically melt away and disappear. The more courageous you become, your life experience will grow accordingly. Your confidence will begin to soar and your motivation will expand before your eyes, opening doors that were previously locked for you. The interesting thing about courage is that few of us think we have it, but when we find it in ourselves, even in a small way, it spurs us on to a much bigger and brighter life. Life will always throw up challenges, some big, some small, and through accepting them, and battling through, your reward will be so much greater than the challenge ever was. So go there and put your brave pants on, get out there and do something that scares you. And in return, life will give you wings and the ability to fly.